Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is such a beautiful day outside. So I think I'm gonna try to look for a place to explore and kind of bring my book and just enjoy the sunshine while it lasts, because around 4 it's supposed to pour down rain. So we just have to go out, venture, and then come right back. Also, people are coming to look at the apartment in like 15 minutes and I just don't want to be here when they're looking at the heater and all these different things. So we just gotta get out of here. Go too far from home, so I thought that I could chill out here by the port, and it actually is quite peaceful. You just hear the creaks of all the boats, and I don't know, you guys want to see? You just stare into the abyss of this little canal. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think it's quite quiet-ish here. You know, I think in the city it's a little too loud for reading, so yeah, I think I'm gonna chill out here for a little bit. Hi. Okay, so I have with me some of these bunyols. They're like these Spanish Catalan style donuts. They're kind of like beignets, like that French New Orleans sort of donut. But basically the inside is filled with like an infusion of like milk and anise, and it also has like lime and orange zest, and then it's covered in this, they're fried and then they're covered in this little sugar or whatever. Pablo brought me so many of these. In one of my vlogs I showed you guys like us making them at work, but honestly they are probably one of my favorite. If there's a Spanish snack that I really like, it's around this season that they make kind of all year. Not all year, but from like March to summertime. This is literally my favorite thing ever. And it's so good because I brought my coffee with me. So it's like the perfect combination. And they're just so fluffy. Look. If you ever come to Spain, you have to try these or ask. But I wouldn't buy them from a generic store because, you know, sometimes when they fry things, they'll sell it to you like a week or two later, and there's nothing like having it on the same day. They're like completely different. It's a completely different experience. It's super interesting because there's so many French people here, and the more that I hear people walk by and talk or whatever, the more I want to learn the language. And I don't know, I still need to master my Spanish. My Spanish is kind of okay. If you see some of my old videos, you know that my Spanish has gotten a lot better. However, it's not perfect. I would say I'm like at a B2 level, but I really want to be at a C or like at a professional level where I could watch movies, listen to the radio, talk to friends, all these different things, and have no problem at all. I can understand a lot. I can actually watch movies now. However, when I speak, it's just not the best. I think that listening is a lot easier because you can you may not understand every single word, but you can kind of piece together giant chunks of it and get the overall message and be able to move on, you know? But if you were to communicate that same thing, that's when your grammar actually has to be perfect to make sure that the other person actually understands. And so I'm really struggling with that. And like my biggest thing with Spanish is that like how all the verbs change depending on the person and then the tense, and that part really trips me up, and that's why I speak kind of slow, because I have to think about, okay, I don't know, like hablar, to talk or something. If I say that she talked, like habla, no? But if you say that she talked or was talking or is talking, it's like 4 different ways to change that same word, you know? And so it's very difficult for me to kind of think about that and whatever. But I don't know, language learning is really fun. I think that's the biggest pro of like moving to a new place. It's like immersing yourself not only in the culture but the language. I take these long dramatic pauses when people walk by and people kind of stare at me for a minute, because it is a little awkward. Y'all, it is a beautiful day out, but look, that rain is coming, and it's coming soon. Whoa. I think I'm gonna camp out here for a little while longer. Hi everybody, I just wanted to hop on here and close out the vlog. For those who have been following me for a while, you know that sometimes I really like to post motivational content, but honestly I don't think you can really survive off of quick motivational, inspirational videos. But at the same time, I know that words mean a lot and can leave a lasting impact, and so I really wanted to close out the day and encourage any of you who are struggling to find your footing, to find a place where you belong. I want you to know that there's so much power and so much strength to, so much courage to be authentically yourself, and it can be difficult, but I cannot emphasize enough it's completely worth it, you know? Being here in a foreign country, in a foreign culture, language, having the opportunity to start from scratch, to not only define who I am, but who I wanted to become. I had a fresh start to begin this way because no one knew who I was or my life before. It's like an opportunity to kind of cut ties with everything that came with me. And it was really refreshing, to be honest, to be able to just be exactly who I wanted to be. And though it was definitely challenging, I felt like I faced so many different things, so many highs and lows. Sometimes the scariest things in life prove to be the things that are life-changing, are worth it, the ones that develop our memories and define our experiences, that help develop our character into who we are, you know? And I think we need more of those to go through these sort of things. I never really shared the reason why I ended up here in Spain. I mean, sure, I typically share the story of like how Spain and Barcelona in particular is like this beautiful like mixture of like cuisine and culture from Africa, Mediterranean, European cuisine, and somehow it creates this fusion of not only people but ingredients and spices, and it creates these wonderful dishes. And that's true. However, a deep part of me knew that I needed to branch out, like I needed to escape. I needed to challenge headfirst every single thing that I have ever grown to know, and not only defend it and see whether to test its validity, but to also be open enough to change my opinion on a lot of things. And that's like kind of scary, and maybe it sounds a little bit crazy, but I just needed to see, like I feel like you don't really know the truth until you test it and see whether you still believe it. I think growing up and maturing is changing your mind a lot, you know? Admitting you're wrong a lot. Throwing yourself headfirst and a lot of things just to see, you know? That's also your 20s as well. And I kind of just want to hop in here and share some of my experiences because that takes guts. And I know I'm not the only one who lives this one experience, you know? And so if you understand, let me know. But I knew I needed to escape, not only to see the world, but to see the people. See how the other life lives, how people are living out here. I felt that to somehow understand the world a little bit better, I could understand myself a little bit better. And for the most part, that's proven to be true. There's so many channels that have proved this. There's so many people that have proved this, like the Yes Theory people on YouTube. They literally put themselves in the most uncomfortable situations to test themselves and grow. Will Smith is on this journey. There's so many people that push themselves forward in the most uncomfortable positions to see who you are when things fall apart. I feel like you don't really know when things are perfect and day to day and when you're happy and you're just cruising. It's like when you fall and when you're tested and you're like, wow, this sucks. Who am I? And where do I go from here? These are like these life-defining moments. But with time, I've come to realize there's a difference between escaping and exploration, and intention and distractions. And so I encourage you all to explore with intention, not to escape your problems or to be distracted from your work, your purpose, your creativity, because that's so easy to feel like you're not supposed to be where you are because of what you see somebody else doing, or wanting to follow somebody else's lifestyle, or this and that and this and that. It's like, what do you want? Who do you want to become? What are you focusing on? How can you grow and develop and to be the best person that you could possibly ever be? Because life is beautiful and life is yours. I feel like sometimes cliches are cliches for a reason, but we live now, you know, this is our moment, and we get to share this moment together on the same time on the internet or whatever, in this one moment together. We get to share it. And so thank you for watching this video. But yeah, all this to say, life is yours. So seize it. Be who you want to become now. Tomorrow is You can't see tomorrow. You can see right now. I don't know. These are just some rambling thoughts I had on my mind that I wanted to share with you guys, because honestly, like, it means a lot that I create videos. Like last year, I wasn't very active on my channel and I created a couple videos every now and then, but the amount of people that reached out to me through Instagram, through email, to let me know how they felt about some of my videos, it's like, it really makes a big difference. You don't know who you inspire just by simply existing. And that goes to say so much, that you being yourself plays such a huge impact on the world that you don't even know it. So live your day to day, continue speaking volumes to the world through love and positivity, through compassion, through empathy, and the world's gonna be all right. I don't want you to forget that, but that's all I have for you guys today. Peace. See you tomorrow.